The moment darkness fell upon the quiet town, I found myself reluctantly working the night shift at a desolate and antiquated shop known as Blackstone Antiques. The shop's eerie reputation had always unsettled me, but desperate for money, I ignored the warning signs and stepped into the foreboding embrace of its old wooden doors. The air inside was stale and heavy, as if laced with the secrets of forgotten generations. The dim lights barely illuminated the labyrinthine aisles, cluttered with dusty relics from bygone eras. The sound of my own footsteps echoed through the silence, amplifying my growing sense of unease. As the minutes ticked by, an unnerving stillness settled upon the shop. Whispers seemed to dance on the edge of my hearing, taunting me with their elusive nature. I brushed them off as a product of my imagination, desperate to maintain my composure. But then, as if awakened by some unseen force, the objects in the shop came alive. Portraits hanging on the walls stared back at me with malevolent intent, their eyes following my every move. The delicate china figurines on the shelves seemed to shift position, their delicate limbs contorting into grotesque poses. I stumbled backward, my heart pounding against my ribcage. A chilling gust of wind swept through the shop, extinguishing the flickering candles and plunging the space into darkness. Panic seized me, but before I could react, the shop's entrance slammed shut, sealing me inside. The inky blackness pressed against me from all sides, smothering the last remnants of my bravery. Whispers grew louder, their menacing voices intertwining and rising to a cacophony of dread. Shadows danced and writhed, their forms morphing into grotesque shapes that seemed to mock my mortal existence. Sweat dripped down my brow as I realized I was trapped in a nightmare beyond comprehension. With each step I took, the shop shifted and distorted, rearranging its layout like a malevolent labyrinth. The walls closed in, squeezing the breath from my lungs as if eager to claim my soul for its dark collection. I frantically navigated the narrow aisles, my footsteps the only sound in the suffocating silence. Suddenly, a piercing shriek filled the air, rending the veil of darkness. My heart lurched, and I turned to find its source. A porcelain doll, previously pristine and motionless, now writhed on the floor, its eyes glowing with an unholy light. It let out another ear-splitting scream, its porcelain limbs contorting unnaturally. Fear propelled me forward, desperate to escape the clutches of this haunted place. But the shop seemed to conspire against me, its passages shifting and elongating, leading me deeper into its macabre heart. Shadows whispered taunts, promising eternal torment and insanity. Time lost all meaning as I ran, my breath ragged, my mind teetering on the edge of madness. Finally, I burst through the doors of Blackstone Antiques, collapsing onto the street, gasping for air. The night air, cool and refreshing, washed away the horrors I had endured, leaving behind only the lingering scars of a night I would never forget. From that day on, Blackstone Antiques remained a vacant and condemned building, its malevolence undisturbed. Those who dared to glance through its shattered windows spoke of eerie whispers and unexplained phenomena, a chilling reminder of the night I worked the night shift, a night that forever changed my perception of the darkness that lies hidden within us all.